So we have a pretty good crowd here today. The first time I saw Stan, he was a high school senior, I believe, throwing the discus. And he threw it 198 feet, won the state championship. And that was impressive because I had won the state discus championship many years before, and he only threw 60 feet further than I did. So this guy's something special. And he also is a very good shot putter. He beat John McCormick, which you wouldn't know or care about, for the state wrestling championship. And John and McCormick and Stan both played in our offensive line later on. So he was a great high school athlete, which has probably very little to do with running for mayor. But he certainly had great discipline and had a lot of those qualities that you can have. You can sometimes have great physical ability, but you don't put it to work. His first year, he had a knee injury in the Shrine game, and then he had a redshirt year, and then he played 4 years for us and had a distinguished career. So I think that the thing that I'd like to mention about Stan that I think is probably pretty relevant to the mayor's contest is that he started something called My Bridge Radio. Started with one station. I think currently there are 15 stations, as well as some online activity, which pretty well blankets the state of Nebraska. And the reason I mention that is I think that it's important that somebody running a city or serving a state or whatever, it's important that they have done something and met a payroll, understand how the business world works. And so often people in politics pretty much have only done politics. And so I like the background that Stan has in that regard. He's a man of faith, obviously, and was first, as was mentioned, in working for FCA. And I guess I got to know him a little bit through that too. He's a very good family man, and he's a guy you can count on. He's a good leader. He's not an in-your-face kind of leader. He's a guy that listens and makes good decisions and leads by example. And so it's my pleasure to introduce Stan. You don't need to hear from me anymore, but I'm proud to be able to introduce him and say that he's my friend and somebody that I think a great deal of. So, Stan.